Hello you gorgeous donuts. Today I thought that we would look at where legendary memes that have brought us loads of laughs over the time are now. I've done hours of research into this, so I'm so excited to show you. Firstly, we're going to react to their original meme, we're going to react to their short-term update, and where they are to today. Some are rich, some are in even worse positions than they were before they went viral and they wish they never went viral. Some have rumoured to have died.
No, it's not.
And other ones, you won't believe where they're at. Let's get into this. So first up, we have Fish and a Rice Cake Man. Now, this guy went viral for basically being a part of a documentary and saying what he has every single day to eat.
8 o'clock in the morning, I'll have fish and a rice cake. At 12 o'clock, I'll have fish and a rice cake.
It's just how deep he thinks about it. He's like, wait, is that right? Right, for breakfast I have fish. Oh, do I have fish and a rice cake? Ooh, now your question is I can't remember. It's how it literally has no variety, but in his head this is a lot of variety. Can you imagine him just before every meal going, wait, does this one have a rice cake in it or does it not? That's like the biggest part of his day. That's the biggest decision of his day, the most stressful part. Now I remember this went super viral. Like everyone in my school was repeating this line. Like this came out 17 years ago, which is wild. Now the first thing I found about this guy is he's a consistent poster on TikTok now, and you won't believe what he looks like. Bro looks like he's trained for the apocalypse. Not even Thanos could snap him away. To be fair, he has got a lot of people tattooed on him, so I'm unsure if just the people like on his body would be snapped away if Thanos did come. Anyway, genuinely, like he couldn't look more different. He's got a quiff now and a beard. In my opinion, leveled up. Just saying, I don't want to shag him. I'm just trying to compliment another man. No glazing here. Now you might be wondering, what is he holding here? Because that photo looks very familiar. Well, he has done many TikToks relating to him being the fish and rice cake guy, and he actually has made a business on the back of this.
I am the fish and rice cakes guy, and I've created my own rice cakes, which you can get from dannysricecakes.co.uk. So I'm new to all this, and I'm trying to create as much content as I can. I'm 1 week out from a holiday, and I've worked really hard.
To be fair, right, looking at his body, I kind of want to eat these fish and rice cakes. Wait, but are they fish flavoured? Because I don't feel like a fish flavoured rice cake would be that nice. I need to know the flavouring first. Wait, let me find the website. Okay, I found the website. It's called Danny's Protein Rice Cakes. Oh my god, he's even got the meme photo. This is actually so good. It's milk chocolate flavour, okay? It's not fish flavour, right? I can rest easy. My anxiety's down. Me Garmin watch is gonna thank us for lowering me heart rate. He's even got like t-shirts. He's even got a mug. Why do I kind of want to buy it? Oh my god, I'm gonna buy this. 4,000 likes on this video and I will buy this cookie and try it just in a random video. This is so good. This is why I wanted to do this video, because I'm so intrigued by how people can capitalize on like a shot of fame. When they become like really famous overnight, can they maintain this? Like, it's just so interesting to see how people adapt from these memes. He's even got a course, man. Course he has, and it's on offer, half price. Go on then. Right, do I get a free fish and rice cake with it, fella? I better. I wonder how many people come up to him and say that, are you the fish and rice cake guy? I probably don't think as many as you think, because he looks nothing like this. Like, the side-by-side comparison is insane here. Next up, we have the bald I don't know if there's going to be a success story here, if I'm honest. For people that don't know this guy, he got recorded trying to meet up with somebody that was underage, and he freaked out when he found out that the person he was speaking to wasn't actually the person he thought it was. It was these catchers people, and this created possibly the best meme of all time.
Yeah, every day I've been suffering.
Yeah, so have I.
Because I don't feel myself anymore.
No, I don't half the time.
But I
don't have the tendency to go and speak to kids.
Yeah, I've not been feeling myself recently. Yeah, well, that kind of, a lot of people feel like that, but they don't touch kids, mate. Not taking that one as an excuse. What, you want us to go, oh, well, I'll let you off. You haven't been feeling yourself. This is not your normal behaviour. It's just a one-off, is it?
Or meet them at train stations.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to meet him.
You're here to meet
What are
them.
you here for then?
I was only meeting her for a friendly way.
But the fact is you're still...
In a friendly way? You're just gonna walk me daughter home, are you? After school? I don't think so, bald
Child.
Yeah, and I apologise for that.
There's no point apologising. You've dropped yourself right in it. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
I've
mean?
dropped myself right in it. I wished I didn't come now.
Well, I wish you never ever spoke to him in the first place. You would have never met us, lot.
But I'm not...
Welcome to your...
I love that he had nothing to say to that. He's like, oh, well, actually, You know, I don't regret it, actually. Like, it's just so disturbing because, yeah, this is really funny, but this is an actual full-blown, you know, bad person, really bad person.
Welcome to your taxi.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure. An absolute pleasure.
Yeah,
No, you stay where you are.
no, thanks for this.
That's
Ruined
all right,
my
it's an
holiday.
absolute
Hang on a
pleasure,
moment.
mate, your holiday,
You-
yeah.
Sorry, this is your holiday? Meeting up with a child at a train station? Could you not have just went to Butlins with the family? It's the lack of accountability for me. It's the, you know, thinking everyone else is the problem here, not yourself. You're like a restaurant owner on Kitchen Nightmares. No matter how many times people tell you you're the bad person, you just can't admit it to yourself.
Now I'm panicking.
Don't panic.
No, I am, because I'm going to lose my
But
job.
was you panic?
I shouldn't be laughing at this absolute creep, but it's just how self-centered and he's just such a horrible person. Nobody cares if you're going to lose your job. Okay, that's not the matter here. You should lose your job. You're a dirty bastard, a horrible one at that. Now, trying to find an update on this guy was very hard because obviously if a video like this, if you surfaces, you probably never want to be on the internet ever again because you're just an awful person. And I imagine it's probably been court ordered that he can't be on social media because of what he does on social media. But since this video, he didn't go to jail. I'm going to tell you a bit later on what his actual court sentences were from this video. But people have allegedly found him in a nightclub. Sorry, if that is him, which I think it is, we shouldn't let him link any tings in bargain because the tings he's linking, you know, it's not right. Don't let that man do any linking up because he's not a nice person. Someone caught him having a piss.
Not when I'm having a freaking slap.
Like, you do know this guy actually, like, you know, chatted to kids. Like, he's not the nicest guy. Why are we filming him? I love that that's where he draws the line. Like, you know, when he's chatting to kids, he doesn't think that's bad. But when someone films him having a piss, he's like, oh, wait, mate, that's a bit too far. Are you an animal or something? Like I said, trying to find anything out about this guy was insanely hard. But I did find a video by Joseph the World, if you want to check it out after this one, where he did find out his court sentencing. It says here that he was sentenced to do rehab activity work, 150 hours of unpaid work like community service, 5 years of SOR and 5 years of SHPO. So this basically means he always needs to notify the authorities where he is every single 12 months, and when he moves into a certain place he needs to tell people that he's on a certain register. And like I said, obviously this was actually a really disturbing situation. It was just made out to be funny because of the way he reacted to it and his voice, etc. But somehow this got made into an actual thing where people were making money off it. Like, people are on Etsy right now, to this day. You can buy a mug that says, thanks for this, you ruined my holiday, for £9, and a lot of people have bought it. Like, what is this world, right? This is an actual guy that talked to kids. Why are you putting this on a mug, on a small business on Etsy? What are you doing? Obviously he gets none of the proceeds of this unless he is the one with the Etsy shop, which I would be really disturbed by, but I mean, you can't put anything past him at this point. Next up, we have Alex from Glastonbury. Now, if you don't know this guy, basically he was a young lad that went to Glastonbury just like anyone else would, just to support his favourite artist. And during a set where Dave was performing on stage, he actually pulled Alex from the crowd to perform Tiago Silva, which is a song Dave has with AJ Tracy.
Who is sober enough to sing these lyrics along with me? I see a PSG shirt over there, but do you know the lyrics?
Oh my god, could you imagine being this guy? This guy thought it was him. He got plucked out the crowd and then it wasn't actually him. What could have been? We need to find out an update on this guy. This guy could have been the meme.
Wow, that's a heavy stage. How's he gonna go?
Like, look how many people are there. Could you imagine being him right now? Like, he was so young at the time. I believe he was only, like, was he like 16? This must have been one of the most mental experiences in his life. Like, if he never wore that t-shirt, he would have never been plucked out the crowd. Is that the Mandela effect or the butterfly effect? It is crazy. One decision can change your entire life.
Glastonbury, you guys ready?
You know what? I rate the bollocks on him. Go on, son. He must have been absolutely pissed at that point, or just on something. Genuinely, when I watched this for the first time, I was so happy. This was like such a nice moment in just like the world in general. It was so good to see this. Now, he got so many opportunities from this. Like, straight away they got him on This Morning, and they unfortunately tried to make him rap the song.
Go.
Well, Santan from the Foot ex AJ. Man must stick with a pen like JK. True say I ain't really a drinker, but I got love for brandy like Ray J. Champagne popper, 44 dropping a black night bomber. Heartbeats.
The Copperberg's weared off. Right, it's not the same, is it? It's not the same. Why did they make him do this? This is so painful. Stop.
Dropper, 45 whapper, leave you in the States like Kaka, AJ from the Look ex Santa. Man's got style and a rhythm like...
Please just swallow me up. This is painful. Why would they do this? Instantly, this kind of like took away from the original video because it just took away the magic a little bit because he'd kind of been, you know, shoved in your face a lot of the time, and that's just what happens, unfortunately, with media. They kind of just use you, and then once they're done with you, they just kind of throw you away. After this, though, he did actually release his own song with GRM Daily.
Go to the right, go to the left. One called Keisha, one called Bet. A to the L, E to the X. Grew up on storms.
I mean... it's no bad, baby. It's not that great, is it? Wait, let's listen a little bit more.
Alright, yeah, tell a man stop hyping. Trust you can never stop knighting. This year I'm gonna be shining. Big boy checks I'm signing.
Nah, I could get turned to that. Turn. Is that what the kids say? I could drink to that. Could I? Possibly not. Like, if you put this on at an afters or a praise, people would kind of be like, who's this guy? Really? Like, really? Whose mate is he? Can we leave him here? Can we not take him to the nightclub, please? Imagine putting this on at a praise, just randomly. That would be so fun. Can I put a song on? I've got a song. I think he actually got a Boohoo deal as well. Like, for some reason, around this time, Boohoo were like... anyone that blew up as a meme, they were just instantly giving them a deal. Boohoo man teases link up with Alex from Glastonbury and even let him have a go in a Lamborghini. That's nice of you, Boohoo. Not really relevant though, is it? Like, what's Boohoo got to do with a Lamborghini? What's the relevancy here? It's like going, oh, I met up with Katie Price yesterday. She showed us how to fly a jet. Like, well, it's just... I don't really know what the correlation is here, but it's a nice effort. Now, as of recently, he did an interview last year where he basically talked about the entire experience of going on stage with Dave.
Wait for me after, like, and I'll chat to you at the end.
Yeah.
I leave, security's like, no, you've got to go back down.
Oh, God.
I know. Even, like, a few of Dave's, like, entourage, they were like, no, Dave said he can stay in security. We're like, no, he has to go back in the crowd all day. So.
And we...
oh my God, security guards, if that is you little arseholes. He's just literally been on stage. He's the main star of the show, man. Let him at least say hello to Dave so he didn't even see him afterwards. That's so harsh. Like, how are you meant to just go back in the crowd after doing that? Just like, oh yeah, right, anyone want a drink? Right, I'm buying. Like, how are you meant to just go back to normal, back to your tent? Moving forward, I did try and find, like, an exact update today where he's been, but this man genuinely is like a ghost. People on Reddit theorized that he actually passed away because there's just been no post of him for almost 5 years. Imagine people theorizing about you dying just because you haven't posted on Instagram. Like, how crazy is the world? However, at the last Glastonbury, he posted his first photo on social media for around 4 or 5 years, and he looks good. Do you know what I mean? He looks like, hopefully fame hasn't like ruined him too much, because I know, like, I think that if you get fame overnight, it's so much worse than getting it like gradually. Like, I've been doing this job for like, you know, 7 years and I still wouldn't consider myself famous, but getting recognized has kind of gone up and up and up, like, slowly. Whereas someone like him, it's just overnight. It's almost like going on Love Island or Big Brother. Like, before, you're just a person, like, who doesn't have a social media following, then you come out and people know who you are. It's a really weird experience, and I can't imagine what that's like to go through. Literally, your life changes overnight. But it's nice that he still felt comfortable enough to go back to Glastonbury, because someone like me, I'd probably feel a lot of anxiety going some place like that, especially where that's the place that made all of this happen. Yeah, he's just filming himself, just having a good time, just doing what like a normal lad would do, because that's just what he is, you know what I mean? He's just plucked out of the cloud. It's just nice to see someone like him having a good time and enjoying life. But you can definitely tell that this entire experience really impacted his relationship with social media. Like, I remember at the time, some, you know, twats on Twitter were giving him grief, like, for going on stage, etc. Somehow people were hating on this young lad. And obviously you need to build up a tolerance to, like, deal with that. And if that comes overnight, that must have been really overwhelming for him. And that's probably the reason why he didn't post on social media for over 4 years. I remember Chloe telling us a story where she used to work in a nightclub, and he actually did a club appearance there, but he wasn't old enough to drink alcohol. He was with his dad, so like he must have been just thrusted out his comfort zone a lot of the time just to kind of earn some money, I guess. But I imagine a lot of people in the industry probably took a lot of money off him. Like, I imagine that music deal he made, he probably didn't make as much money as he probably could have, because that's what happens within the industry. Like, it happened to me a lot of times when I first started. Like, when you don't really know your worth, people higher up who've been in the industry longer than you definitely take advantage of you. So I hope that also hasn't had a huge impact on him. Because there's so little on this guy, like it was so hard to find anything. I did find one article which I found really odd just by the headline. Alex from Glastonbury helps launch controversial banned Twitter account, Politics for All. Now I've seen this Twitter account. It's like a whole franchise, like something for all. It's like a bunch of Twitter accounts. They all got banned off Twitter recently for spreading misinformation, I believe. And the only involvement that Alex from Glastonbury had in the entirety of this is he introduced the two people that later went on to make the account initially together. So he had nothing to do with the actual forming of this account. He just introduced guy A to guy B, who then created it. So the fact that they've wrote his name in this article is actually quite disgusting. So I just want to make sure you know that he had no involvement in all that. It's the fact he's literally not pursuing a career in social media and still, like, weird magazines are trying to bait him out. It's just so odd. Like, let the kid just be. Now, similar to Alex from Glastonbury, the next meme had such a similar journey after blowing up overnight. This was the "Why You Coming Fast" guy. Ferdy. I don't know if anyone remembers this guy, but this was a huge meme at the time, and genuinely, like, I watched this like 10 times at the time and just laughed every single time. It was so good.
Sorry.
You, mate.
Sorry.
You. What the f are you doing?
So I crashed.
What do you mean you crashed? I just hit my head.
Sorry.
No, stay there. I'll call the police.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere.
Call the police! He just fell off his bike! What are you gonna say? Oh yeah, is this the police? Yeah, this guy just fell off his bike and bumped into us. Alright, mate. What do you want us to do? To be fair, he was taking that corner a bit too fast. Like, the fact he fell into him is just kind of perfect. Like, how was his aim? So good. He could have fell anywhere, but he fell into the one bloke that was fixing a car. It just makes it funnier that he was wearing high vis to stand out, and still that didn't help.
No, stay there. I'll call the police.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
I'm not.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not. I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Okay. Look,
Are you gonna phone? You've got no hands.
Is it bleeding?
No.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay, go on, get your phone.
Are you f***ing blind? You can't see me.
I crashed.
You crashed? How are you coming fast? Why are you f***ing coming fast?
My tummy's killing.
What is this f***ing hair? Why are you coming?
Well, that's a bit too far, 30. The bike didn't do anything. Actually, to be fair, did probably contribute to this. But don't blame the bike, right? A bad workman blames his tools. It was the man. To be fair, he is like, why are you coming fast? It is a fair assumption to make. You know, he was going too fast. It has been established. It's just because I know that would have really hurt when he bumped his head, and he's just acting on pure rage right now. It's so good, man. Now, Ferdy actually followed the same route as Alex from Glastonbury, and he also got a boohoo deal. They were selling like high visors and also t-shirts which said, "Don't go anywhere." And they're currently on offer for £4. Oh no, they're out of stock. Fuck! I would have bought that. I would have wore that on my next night out, honestly. Would be fighting them off. Genuinely, how did this sell out? The UK is so unserious that people, like, sold out Ferdy's high visors and t-shirts, man. For some reason, again, like, this guy got into music. Like, I get it with Alex from Glastonbury because he literally performed a song, but this guy had nothing to do with music prior. Yet he went and started freestyling on the radio.
Hey guys, don't go anywhere means it's not mean don't go anywhere. Go somewhere, but make sure that you better know where you're going, mate. Come on, guys. We have to.
To be fair, bro is spitting right now. If you're going somewhere, know where you're going. You don't want to go somewhere and not know where you're going. Put Waze on. Put Google Maps on. Know where you're going, guys. Right? You'll probably get there shorter. Right? It'll give you a route to go down. A route you might not have thought of, but at least you'll know where you're going. Spitting more than a lot of artists right now. Give Central C a run for his money. I don't know why he did this. I don't know if he was just saying yes to every single opportunity, because obviously, like, it's just all exciting at the time, and he probably didn't think anything was going to come out of what happened that day. He just thought only bad things. Like, how? Bumping his head on a car after someone crashed into him, is he now freestyling on the radio? There's just no correlation here. And I don't want to be too serious here, but it is another example about how big corporations get people on to take the out of them because they know it'll do numbers. Like, the BBC knew that this guy isn't going to be able to do a good freestyle and make a music career for him. But they knew in the short term this would give them a lot of exposure. It's just sad to see because obviously these memes are actual people who don't know they're being exploited and don't actually know their worth at the time. Now, you might think the freestyle was where Ferdy's music career finished, but how wrong could you be? Because Ferdy actually made his own song with GRM Daily. They don't stop. Banger after banger. And it actually was called Why You Coming Fast as well.
Why you coming fast? Why you coming fast?
Tell you what, right? The next time I go to a Prees, I'm going to have that place bouncing. I've got 2 songs that is going to get the party lit. I'm going to be queuing these back to back. I want people to listen to them twice so they can really take in the lyrics. The fact that this got 4 million views, this should have made him a lot of money. However, he actually did an article where he talked about how much money he made from being this huge meme. And it's going to surprise you. Whenever I say the word surprise, it always makes us think of that Scottish advert where it's like, visit Scotland, it might surprise you. So he did a lot of things, like he did the club appearances that a lot of these micro celebrities do. It says here that his manager would pay him £200 to £700 for each night while taking a cut as they do. But Ferdy said that he repeatedly asked to sign a contract. Now, I know how much these people get paid. £200 for a night is actually really bad. I know, like, that's a lot of money and, like, a lot of people would take that. But for how famous he was at the time, I know people get upwards in the thousands for doing these club appearances. I seen that Luca from Love Island. Obviously, I know that's a different type of fame. He recently did one. So clearly you must get paid so much money for doing these. So clearly he's getting shafted a little bit here. Like, I heard Bevo gets paid £1,500 at least for a club appearance. And that's now when no one even, like, watches. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, 200 quid compared to that. Obviously, it's still a lot of money, but I think he could have got more. He says here that he only made £7,000 to £8,000 from the Boohoo deal. Now, those t-shirts, what were they? Were they on offer for like £14? That would suggest that they only sold 500, which I don't imagine they did. If for them to sell out, they must have sold a lot more than that, and that's another way that he's kind of been ripped off. However, you can also look at it. He's had to really do nothing to blow up here, so it's basically £7,000 for free just for having a bit of a bad head. So I would take that, if I'm being honest. Like, that's a hell of a lot of money for just getting bumped into. He said, I should be a millionaire, he told the hosts. I wasted 2 years when I could have gone to work. I lost money, actually, because nobody wants to give me a job. They think I'm a millionaire. They think I'm lying to them or taking the piss. I wouldn't suspect this guy would be a millionaire off one meme, really. He said that someone actually made a fake Instagram account, like pretending to be him, and made thousands of pounds in the process, which is just absolutely wild that somebody would do this to someone. He also said that that music video he did, which got 4 million views, he didn't make a penny from it at all. He described those who ran away with the money as bastards. Yeah, I would probably describe them as that as well. Just off ad revenue, like getting 4 million views off a song, that's upwards in the tens of thousands of pounds. Not only that, like, artists sign record deals to, like, release songs so you get, like, an upfront payment. He should have got paid a hell of a lot of money for how well that song did. So that's one thing I will agree, he has been super ripped off for that. And it's just another example of how the industry just kind of uses these people for their own gain. Apparently somebody turned up to his house and told him, you're finished, you're dead, nobody wants to see you, after, like, he kind of fell off from the fame, which is just absolutely mental that people are so intense with these people. Ferdy says now he works 6 days a week as a delivery driver and is planning to launch a food review show called Ferdy Eats. Now, there's a few videos online of people actually filming him delivering their parcels.
Who's that for us?
Where are you going?
Are you blind?
Like, I like that he, you know, he takes it well. It's just kind of a little bit sad because, like, people are taking the out of him, and obviously, like, he's just kind of trying to do his job, but I guess it seems like he's okay. Like, he's the best he can be with it. It's just bad if somebody's, like, really being aggressive with him, I guess. But he always will have that anxiety when he knocks on a door to deliver a parcel if someone's gonna know who he is. Like, that's never gonna go away. And if he's a person that isn't really like an outward person, that's gonna be a little bit awkward for him.
Hey man, like 30, yeah? Are you blind? You can't see me? Where are you coming from?
Oh, he seems sound, bless him. He seems proper sound. It's just so wild that one day he got bumped into and his entire life changed. Now, Donuts, this isn't even half of the memes that I've researched. I've got so many more to update you with. But we have come to the end of this video. So, 5,000 likes on this video and I'll upload part 2 for you. So, let me know if you want that. And also, if you want to go and binge watch some more of my videos exactly like this one, or watch me react to some more iconic British memes, click this video right here. Right, go on, either of them. Go on, you deserve it. You've had a hard day, go on.
Kirkham, baby.